Welcome back to the Traveling Trader with another crypto video update. As you can see, crypto market is heating up. I actually said this a few videos ago, and now look where we are now. We're looking at a Bitcoin closer to $37,000. Some other cryptos doing pretty well. We're gonna go over a few of them in this video today. Without any further ado, let's jump right into it. First up on the chopping block is Bitcoin. Look at this chart. Once we were able to get above that $30 mark, it was green lights on up here past 35. This was my hold. I wanted to hold a pet. I said I was going to be interested in Bitcoin until we could hold above 35.5, and look at us now. We are up and above 35.5, holding on to 37 right now. Next stop, $40,000 Bitcoin. I got another indicator up here, another line drawn up here at 46. So that's what we're looking for next. But this is a nice break and hold above 35.5. I like to see it. And as you know, once Bitcoin is doing well, so are the other crypto assets. Let's take down here to the 4-hour chart and get a closer look. As you can see, we got nice and consolidated right there close to that 35.5 mark before ripping through on the 4 hours. Multiple 4-hour candlesticks holding above that 35.5 mark, looking to push closer to 38. We actually did. We pushed 37,999 before pulling back a little bit. Almost hit 38. I would imagine we do so soon. Let's tick down here to smaller time frames and see what it is there is to see on the smaller time frames. A lot of more information on some of the smaller time frames as to what that price is doing specifically. As you can see, it ran up and hit that 37.9 mark twice before having to reject back down, which is fine. Look how far we're off of that 35.5 mark. Yeah, I like to see this. I'm now interested. My eyes are back on crypto. I actually am going to probably be taking a break from stocks and focusing more on crypto here the next weeks and most months to come. I do love my stocks though, but we're going to be a little more tuned in on the crypto market. All right, next up, Link. Big boy Link. Let's tick back to a higher time frame, and as you can see, we are not coming back down no time soon. $8 is off the market. $10 is off the market. We are at 15.99. $16 on Link. I was joking with a buddy of mine yesterday. He was able to get in around $6, so he's looking at probably, I would imagine, 150% return on his money to be in at $6. Then for it to reach up and touch 16, nice bit of return on your money there. And I say Link, next hold is probably gonna be $20. If we tick back here a little bit on Link, as you can see, the price I'm marked here at 18.5, but as you can see, last time prices was down this low, it did stupendous numbers. Nice run up there, pull back to another nice run up here, and I'm hoping to see the same thing here. Once we get past this 18 mark, it is green lights ahead. I would imagine we see a $20 Link before the year is over if we continue to push forward the way we are. Good job on Link. Anybody who's a avid follower or believer of the Link in their white paper and their blockchain, good job on that. That is a nice consolidation for a nice rip out of. So let's take down to, we were already on the day chart. Nice day chart. We've just been consolidating and running at the same time. No time to slow down or stop. This is the day chart, so each one of these candlesticks represents a day of trading. But yeah, we ripped out and we consolidated while also wanting to push higher. So that's a good sign on Link. Again, that next target is 18 and then probably about 25, if I'm being honest, on Link. Let's tick down to a smaller time frame, the 4 hour. 4 hour just kind of, as you can see, when we tick down to that smaller time frame, we see just how much more of a jump we need, which is a little bit. It's going to take some time to make that move, but I mean, we're ripping here on Chain Link. This is, excuse me, the 4 hour ripping out, showing out. We're having a little bit of a indecisive moment here. If we zoom in, a little bit of an indecisive moment here on this 4 hour candlestick. So either, and as you can see, it just turned red, indecisiveness. But I'd still say, hey, listen, we are going to probably consolidate and run up some more on Link. That's the 4 hour. And then that 1 hour is going to tell you why that 4 hour looks funny. That 4 hour was indecisive. This is because the 1 hour is pulling back a little bit, which is fine. You can't just go straight up always. You can't go straight down always. You have to balance out yin and yang. Trading is give and take, resist and support. You run up, you pull back, consolidate, run up again, pull back, consolidate, run up again. That's all stocks is, and you just wanna buy in on those pullbacks and consolidations for those rips. Doesn't look like much, but when you pull it in perspective, as you can see, if you were to bought here at 12.50 to then be at 15, nice return on your money. As you can see, it is just taking down, which is fine because I'm imagining we're going to probably pull out of this and then start shooting up again. And again, these are all things I said weeks ago. I said watch out for the $15 Link. I said not interested until the 35.5 Bitcoin. I said these things 2-3 weeks ago. So definitely tune in for the crypto news and updates. I'm calling these things out weeks in advance. All right, next on the chopping block, one of my low key favorites, honestly, Decentraland. I love the website. I love going into the virtual world of crypto and having fun. So I am a big fan of Decentraland. Sandbox also. I don't have so much experience with Sandbox, but I have personally been on Decentraland and played around and interacted with people and used crypto there. I like it. It's fun. Definitely see it being a part of our future. It might take a little bit of time. Things like this take a little bit of time to catch on, but I definitely see it being a part of our future. All right, Mana, also known as Decentraland. Okay, first things I see on this week chart. Big rundown, stopped out here at 33 cents before a push up. Same thing happening here. Big rundown, stopped out before pushing up. So I'm looking to possibly get us back up to 70 cents on Decentraland. I actually bought some here probably around 35, 40 cents. So I am ready for a nice rip up to 70 cents. That would be good profit on an asset on a crypto. I probably will be looking about more, honestly. It's about it's about your quantity. Yes, I like to see cryptos run up, but what's the fun in having one quantity? It rips up 150%. You don't make as much money as you could have made if you would have had 100 quantity. So work on your quantity. You want to have your quantity. And when it comes to things like this that are cheap, you want that quantity to be 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000. So let that quantity do the work for you. Let it do the heavy lifting for you. Whereas if you had quantity of one and it ran up 100% and you make X amount of money, Imagine having quantity of 1,000 and it runs up 150%. Way more money, same amount of effort. You didn't really do anything but just bought more quantity. So that's what I like to preach is more quantity. And again, on cryptos, less than $10, less than $1, less than a penny. Why not? Excuse me. Okay, that's the week chart. Let's take down. Let's take down and see what else we got here. Day chart, not really much to see. It's such a cheap asset, as you can see over here. It's only 44 cents, less than $1. It's a cheap asset. On a day chart, doesn't really make sense. So you tick down a little bit more. So nice run ups, big pullback. As you can see, it tried to pull back to 37 before getting rejected. That's a good sign. This is where you will want to enter. If you're late to a crypto, you enter in on a candlestick like this, ready for that next push up. We got it marked here on the chart. I do believe, I got 70 cents marked on the chart. Yeah, I say I wouldn't be really interested until we can break above at least 50. 70 is my next line target, but I mean 50 cents, nice break above and hold on 50 cents would be good for the central end. So that's what we're looking for. All right, let's take down our chart, see what we got. We're halfway through the list. Bear with me. I always forget to tick back to the day chart. All right, day chart. What's this? We're still on mana. Oh, let's tick down. Let's tick down. 15 minutes. Yeah, right. Like I said, it just echoes the previous statement with what I said. This would be a good time to enter in on these pullback candles, getting ready for that next push up. If it pushed down more, great, buy more. If we can come back down to 33, I would even buy more before that next push up to 50, possibly 70 cents on mana. All right, next up, CELR Network. Actually, I like CELR Network a lot. I made a lot of money on CELR Network, and I'm looking to do so again. Let's tick back to that day chart. Let's tick back to that day chart. All right, first things first. This is the day chart. Let's see. I have these marked a little lower because price actually was this low in the past, but we never even touched it, so that's a good sign. Every time we tried to, stopped out. Well, here, stopped out, ran up, stopped out, ran up, stopped out. We're looking to run up again. So we're looking to, let's get the 2 cents on CELR. We get the 2 cents and then we can build for the future. 2 cents on up to 3. And then I would like to see 5 cents. But let's get the 2 cents. Nothing really to see here. This is accumulation and consolidation period right here. Grab as much as you can. I'm speaking to myself also before 2 cents so we can then push and hold here on 2 cents and then run up to 3 is what I'm looking for next on CELR Network. This video might be a little bit longer. We might push probably 20 minutes, which is fine. 20 minutes I feel like is a decent amount of video. We had a few assets to go over, and I like to go through a bunch of different time frames to get that price on different time frames, because you could be looking at the day chart, but the 15-minute chart is way different. You can have an idea built on a day chart up or down, but the 15-minute will be telling a different story. So I do like to look at different time frames when I'm looking at these. And again, crypto kind of emulates each other. As you can see, sometimes if you look at a Bitcoin chart, look at a Cardano chart, a SHIB chart, a CELR chart, it looks the same. As you can see, we all have this big candlestick. The last three stocks we look at, the last 3 crypto assets we looked at all had this red candlestick on the current candlestick time frame. So here, and I can actually probably prove that. Here, let me see if I can prove that. We go BTC. Yeah, like, and this is on the 15-minute. As you can see, we got that big push down. Same thing here. It almost mimics each other on certain time frames. Certain cryptos just run hand in hand with others, and the charts is what shows you that. All right, let's zoom in. CELR network steadily building up, and this is fine. This is where you would want to, again, same thing I just said about the central land. This is where you would want to get in on this pullback. It tried to pull back to 0.012, which is just 1 penny with the extra decimal points behind it, which is fine. So I would be looking to consolidate here closer to that 1 cent range. Anything in the 1 cent range is good, because again, we're looking for that 0.015 and then inevitably that 2 cents. So this is a good place to grab more. Let's tick down. Kind of the same thing. We're just on the hour, so it's going to be the same candlesticks. All right, next up, crowd favorite, SHIB. Let's see what SHIB's been doing. I said I wasn't really, the next place I was looking for SHIB was to break above and hold that 508, and look at us now. Again, I've been saying this for the last 2 weeks. We were at 5075, my last place of hold. I said we're looking to run up and push 508, and look at us now. We are here. We're holding it. We actually even ran up to 1 point. Actually, let's look at that smaller time frame so we can really. We ran up to 5087 and actually held it for a little bit on the 4 hour before pushing back down. But now price doesn't even like anything under 8. We ran under 8 before quickly reversing. Doesn't like anything under this 508, which is a good sign. We are ready to hold. I'm gonna have to redo these lines on SHIB here. I'm not gonna do them today just because of this candlestick here and how drastically it pulled back. But next video, I will have new lines drawn on Shiba, and we can track price from there. Here, you know what? How about we do this? And we are pushing that 20-minute mark, so I am going to be getting out of here soon. But here, let's take that bottom outline. Let's take that bottom outline and move it up here. How about that? So my next place of hold is going to be that 5085. Once we can break above and hold that, then that's where we look to hold to then, because we want to get out of the 5 zeros. We want to get up here to 401, and anybody who was here 5065, which I actually bought some here, from here to to losing a zero, burning a zero, 401, a lot of money to be made on a super cheap asset. It's a no-brainer. It's easy money for the taking, so cheap. You can accumulate millions of SHIB at this price to then be able to hold and sell. Think about it like this. If you come in and buy, a million SHIB, 5 million SHIB, 100 million SHIB, and then you can just skim off the top 10 here, 5 there, 5 million, 10 million, and have 100 million left. It's so many. The quantity is so great. you can make a lot of money and still have quantity. So accumulate as much as you can at these lower prices for those higher prices. Trust me, I've been here before. It does get expensive. You look back and say, man, I was getting 100 mil of SHIB for $100. Now it costs $500. That's not a good deal anymore. So do it while you can. That's the last thing I want to leave you guys with. That's 20 minutes. This is my time. I am the traveling trader, and I am out.